Hey Globalites, welcome to Downday Sunday, a weekly video series where we take a break from adventures. I share a recent story, I answer your questions, and we raffle off a postcard. I'm not going to get into an existential conversation about why I made these decisions to change Downday Sunday, but basically I'm going to be incorporating your feedback about what you want to see in the vlogs. Moving forward, this is not going to be in the day in the life, so I hope you enjoy this format because I think it's going to be great. So this week I wanted to talk about something that happened about a couple of weeks ago. I had signed up for an online course about journaling. Each week there's a prompt to get you to journal, to take some time out of your day and your week to really sit down and be with your thoughts. And so the very first prompt that I received for the course was, what was the best day of your life? Describe the best day of your life, describe what it felt like, what the sights were, what the sounds were, what your feelings were. When I sat down to think about it, I was like, that's a hard question. Maybe let me use this journaling time to write out like ideas of what could have been the best day of my life. And this might just be a question that people just might know the answer to right off the bat, but I don't. I've never really thought about what's the best day of my life. And so I wrote down some ideas. I wrote down the day I left for my travels. I wrote down the day I graduated college. You know, big milestones. I wrote down like some of the most fun days I've had. I wrote down some of the biggest revelations I had. But nothing was really coming to me as like the best day of my life, which made me think about like, how do you categorize something as the best day of your life? I mean, you're not only prioritizing like one day out of all the days that you've lived, but also like, you know, is it the most memorable day? Is it the most fun day? Is it the most profound day? Is it a milestone in your life? Is it when you have kids or when you buy a house, or like what is the best day of someone's life? And I think it's pretty subjective, but I had a lot of trouble like picking one. And it kind of makes me sad that I couldn't think of one, and it reminded me about why I'm on this trip, because you know, I think about the days that I've experienced on this trip, and there are many, many memorable ones, and yeah, there's like a recency bias or something. But then I think about all the days about before I left and before I even like decided to go on this journey. There's very few days that I can think about that like I felt like I lived the best day, or like what could be in the category of potential best days. So in a way, doing this journaling kind of showed me that we all need to like create opportunities to have best days in our lives. So while I'm trying to figure this out for myself, I actually want to hear from you. What is the day that you consider the best day of your life? And I want to actually create like a project around this. If you can, please send me your stories in some kind of form, whether it be just a comment down below, or a video message that you record, you put on YouTube and you send me the link, or a snap, or a picture, or a drawing, or something to like represent what the best day of your life is. I kind of wanted to create some kind of multimedia project, so depending on like the response, it might be like a video that I make for the channel. I mean, it probably definitely will be a video, or maybe it's like a web page or something that kind of displays like what I'm trying to crowdsource the definition of what the best day of your life is. Please bear in mind that if you share something, it's going to be part of something that's more public, so if you don't want something shared, please don't send anything that's too personal. And together, let's define what this is and how we can live it every single day. Because the purpose of this channel is, yes, one, travel, but it's also to really take advantage of the opportunities that you have every single day to make the most of your life. Whether it be going to travel the world, or just like going outside and walking in a neighborhood that you've never been to, or a block that you've never been to, or anything like that. Getting off the couch and going to do great things doesn't involve actually going too far, but we have to take the time to do that for ourselves. So let's put all those stories together, and let's put what the best day means for us together, and maybe we can figure out how we can make that a more frequent thing for us. Okay, so now it's time for questions, and this week we actually have 2 questions from YouTubers, so this should be interesting. Brianna DeGaston writes, will you be going to another continent anytime in the future? And actually, Brianna, I answered this a couple Downday Sundays ago. My plan is to go to the Caribbean in September for a wedding, and then I'm going to be exploring Central America, then heading back up home, and then it looks like I might be able to go down to South America to do some more exploring. So yeah, that's in the horizon. I love Southeast Asia, but it'd be good for a change sometime soon. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's Ewelina asks, do you have an external hard drive for all your files? And where do you keep your files? So if you check out what's in my day pack video, you'll see that I carry around an external hard drive. I have a Seagate Backup Plus, which is a super slim external hard drive that's 2 terabytes. Basically, I haven't needed to delete anything off of there to make more space for other things. I probably will run out of space on it soon, but it's lasted me for like 8 months. 8 months of footage, like a ton of space. And it's really easy to carry around. I also keep a lot of the backlog of my video footage on my SD cards until I need a new one. That way I can have some kind of backup just in case something happens to the external hard drive. And if you want to check out the hard drive that I use, I left a link below. You can see for yourself if that's something you want. And finally, there was a big competition this week called the Covermore Ultimate Traveler Video Competition. And while we won't know the actual result of the final result of the competition until like a month from now, which, yeah, I know, we have to wait a while. I just want to take the time to thank every single one of you who rated the video. And I'm so grateful for all the encouragement that people gave me and the comments they left on my video submission page. At one point, I just was choked up by how incredible it is to see that I've created a community of travel enthusiasts around this channel. And I'm so proud of my work, and I hope that you are all having a great time watching this, and this inspires you to travel or just to do something for yourself and do something that allows you to discover new things and discover things about yourself. That is why I set out to make this channel, and your encouragement and support is just so amazing, so incredible. And with that all said, there's not going to be a raffle this week because by far there is one single person who went above and beyond the call of duty, and that is the YouTube user named Behaven or Behaven. I really appreciate everybody else's contributions, but you should have seen how amazing she was. So Behaven or whoever you are, I'm going to send you a postcard. And if you want a postcard next week, I'm changing the format a little bit. I'm finding that I'm drawing people who have no idea that there's a raffle. So if you really want a postcard, then I'm going to use a hashtag at the end of every Downday Sunday video, and if you really want it, you're going to have to put a comment on this video with that hashtag so that I will send a postcard to someone who really wants it and who took the time to do that. So this week's hashtag is the best day ever. Go ahead and leave that in the comments down below, and you might receive a postcard next week. This week on the channel, you will find out why the camera that I'm using right now is not the camera that I came to Southeast Asia with. And we'll be going to the floating markets in the Mekong Delta region in Vietnam, which are phenomenal. Basically spent 7 hours on a boat. It was such a great day. So maybe that's my best day ever. I don't know. So stay tuned for those. If you haven't checked out my Instagram, you should check it out. Go over. It's at JPGoesGlobal. Like, subscribe, and follow, and I will see you all in the next Downday Sunday. And until then, get off the couch and go do great things. Bye!